gee, wow. Look, I'm going to the duck under. Hi guys and gals, folks of all ages. Matt P again. I'm here, and we're going to do a quick video today. It won't be too awful long. I think I alluded to something in the last video or two. I just did that water tower from Bar Mills, and I alluded to the fact that I obtained something new to me for the layout. So it's over there in my unfinished harbor town. So I'm going to take you over there. I got to go back onto the duck under, turn you off, go over there, and let you check it out with me. Right? Hang on. See if this remote works. No, of course not. Well, here she is. It's a big deal for me because I'm not a big locomotive collector. I don't have 20, 30, 40 engines like I see some people do. I only have a few. I got a couple Alcos, I got a consolidation, I got an NW2 switcher, and now this guy, this iron horse. So this is a Mikado 282 from Broadway Limited. Lettered for the New York Central System with the, I don't know if you can see it there, the Pittsburgh and Lake Erie. Here's my pointer. Yeah. Pittsburgh and Lake Erie. Right there. Cab number is 9513. Now this is an older one, and it's supposed to be used. It is a used one. It was, well, I put it, say, pre-owned because it looks pristine. I couldn't find a nick or a scratch or anything on this. I got it at Tommy Gilbert's train store in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. They've been around for decades. It's a great store. One of, I don't know, maybe 3 really good ones that we have in South Central Pennsylvania. So, as you can see, it's just sitting here letting off the steam. Anyway, he gave me a really good deal on it. So I was happy and purchased it. Now it had the old, because it's an older one, it had the old, what is that, Quantum Sound, I think is the name of it. Quantum Sound equipped DCC system in it from Broadway. I brought it home with that, and it was terrible. Like, it started shorting out the layout. The decoder, I think. Anyways, the sound in it was just very tinny. It was pretty crappy. Did not sound good. So, went and put a TCS Wow Sound or Wow Steam version 4.6 decoder in it. Put a new speaker in it. And this thing sounds and runs superb. So, has one of those 9-pin connectors, the JST connectors on it. It's really cool. So I'll let you listen to some of the sounds here on it. Of course, now being at my phone microphone picking up the sounds, it might not sound that great. But trust me, in person, it sounds awesome. First thing we got is function 1 is the bell. Hopefully you can hear that well enough. This whole sound system may not be loud enough for me. I would think I might want to bump it up a couple notches in the CVs, but that's your bell, and it's cool once you turn it off, it kind of fades out. So you barely hear it. Now you can't. Now it's off. Has the playable whistle. And does the old short toot. I don't know if you'll hear this, the cylinder cocks. Probably not. A little bit. We have our brake release sounds. So the Johnson bar up and down is on here. I can get in, I gotta go find the numbers, but I know it has injectors. You can hear the air pump blower. Idling sounds of coal being shoveled. It'll do a blow-down sound, water fill sound, ash dump sound. So I'll get into that as soon as I go find my paper that I have everything on. So yeah, it's a really, it's not super highly detailed model. I don't know if you can see, these are not, they're like molded, this piping. So it's not super high detailed, but works for me. The coal load is a pretty bad fake looking coal load, so I'm gonna have to fix that. I also need an engineer. There ain't nobody piloting this thing. So let's take it for a little spin here. You can check her on out. But let me take this camera down off the... And it just sits there and makes random sounds if it's doing nothing, which is cool, as you can hear. So I gotta turn you off, get this camera in my hand, and then we'll take her on. That's speed step 1. It's as slow as it goes. Just blew that poor guy's ear out. I'll do some close-up photographs of it too, so you can see a little better maybe some of the details on it. I don't even have my headlight on. There's the light. Jeez, guys, should have told me. I'm in violation. Look at that. This only happens when you make a video. Pull this up here a little bit. Lost my rear wheels. Maybe I didn't have them set on the track to begin with, right? Let's see. Bit of sloppy track work right there in that spot. Never did fix it. I just now snagged myself on that telephone pole. That's why it's all crooked. So there she is, folks. So we got to do the coal. Got to fix the coal. Got to take a look at that rear truck. The spring in that underneath there on the pole is awful springy, and it hits sometimes one little weird spot in the track and it'll jump off. So I gotta see what I can do about that. Might need to replace that spring with something a little more sturdier. Either that or maybe try to put some more weight in the cab. Push down. I'm not sure. I'll play with it. And we're definitely gonna need to be weathered. Whoops, sorry. Almost dropped you. Definitely gonna need to be more weathered. Or weathered. It's not weathered at all. And it's got a little dust on it from sitting around on a shelf. But yeah, all the innards were all cleaned, lubed. And with that new decoder in it, it's a million times better. And it has a keep alive in it. As you can see, it's sitting right there in that turnout. No problems. In fact, even with the system off, I picked the whole thing up. It's still making noise. It'll shut up here in a minute. Let's just put it on the road. Okay, all right. Hang on, let me get around to the other side. There's the blowdown sound. Oh heck, one more while we're at it. There's a pre-recorded quill type of whistle on this. So this is what this sounds like, which is real cool. That's enough to get your blood boiling, or your boiler boiling. Pretty cool. Okay, so there she is. Hope you liked the video. Pretty cool little loco. If you notice, the number on the tender is 1235. The cab number is 9513. I guess it's supposed to be that way. Maybe that's the way the Pittsburgh and Lake Erie had it. I don't know. Because over on this consolidation way over here, it's 1137 on the cab number, and then 1137 on the tender. So I don't know. Maybe one of you more knowledgeable folks can chime in the comments and let me know. Is this the right tender? Is it supposed to be that way with two different numbers? I don't know. So if you do, let me know. Appreciate it. All right, folks, I guess that's it. I hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving coming up in 2 days. I'm not sure how much content I'm going to get done. Next, I don't know, week or so. We got Thanksgiving, of course. Right after that, starting the weekend, well, it's Black Friday, and we got an unofficial holiday in Pennsylvania for 2 weeks called deer season. So I'm going to be out trying to put some meat in the freezer, see how successful I am. See if I can come up with one like that with that kind of rack, huh? But we shall see. Anyway, so I'm going to be out a lot. There's a train show coming up again in Timonium, like next week. I think it's the 5th, whatever that is, that weekend. So I'm going to ditch hunting for a day. I'm going to run down there. It's actually a Greenberg show, and I haven't been to one of theirs in, I don't know, 20 years at least. So again, that's at the fairgrounds in Timonium. So I'm going to run down there and check it out. Other than that, folks, I'm going to let you go. Again, have a great Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much turkey. Save some room for the pie. Hope you have a nice weekend after that with the family probably around and stuff. Maybe you'll get to run some trains. Maybe you'll find some time to sneak away and hit the workbench up and build something or model something or do some scenery on your layout or try to find some time to do something. So, all right, folks, that's it. I will catch you later.